from a Corvette hitting 140 miles per hour and vanishing into the night after a trooper crashed trying to keep up.
We're really trying to get him over. We got him pitted out.
To a Nissan GTR pushing 175 miles per hour and leaving multiple troopers in the dust before their cars gave out.
Atlanta, my car's giving up on me. My car's giving up on me. It's dying. He's coming up to the Union City.
We're good north again. We're good north again.
These are times when cops realize they're chasing a professional. But before we get started, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss the most intense police chases caught on camera. In Little Rock, Arkansas, a Corvette C6 turned the night into a nightmare for troopers. After slipping past 3 units, another trooper locked on as the chase hit full throttle, pushing speeds of 135 to 140 miles per hour.
30 eastbound.
He's taking off. We're going to be 30 eastbound. Westbound, direction 30 eastbound, speeds 135. It's going to be a Corvette.
Westbound, direction 30 eastbound, speeds 135. It's going to be
The Corvette flew through highway construction zones, swerving around barrels and dodging traffic at impossible speeds. At 120 miles per hour, the driver made a daring move, sliding past a car in front and shooting into the right lane.
Go on the left, in there,
Warning, I just wrecked out. 30 eastbound.
The trooper had no time to react. He clipped the barrels and slammed into an innocent couple's vehicle. Meanwhile, the Corvette disappeared into the night. Another chase where Arkansas State Police were left empty-handed. On April 3rd, 2023, Trooper Tyler Van tried pulling over a Chevy Camaro on the interstate, but the driver wasn't going quietly. Once the lights came on, the Camaro blasted to 100 miles per hour in seconds. The trooper floored his cruiser, hitting 150 miles per hour, but the Camaro kept stretching the gap, flying at 160 to 170 miles per hour, slicing through traffic with pure skill, while the patrol car struggled to keep pace. The Camaro dodged another heavy wave of traffic and built a massive lead. At that point, the trooper had no choice but to back off. The Chevy was gone into the night. November 24th, 2023, Little Rock, Arkansas. On November 24th, 2023, Trooper Blaine Lucas pulled over a Dodge Challenger on I-630 in Little Rock for an unreadable temporary plate. As he walked up, the driver stomped the gas so hard the car lost grip, sliding sideways in a brief drift before rocketing toward 140 miles per hour. Coming up 30, speed 140.
13 motor rock, 237.
The Challenger soon left the interstate and tore through busy city streets, forcing cars out of its way. Moments later, it was back on I-30, pushing max speed and stretching the gap even further.
13 motor rock, 237. Coming up to 30, speed 140.
Flying into a sharp curve, the Challenger handled it at 120 miles per hour without breaking a sweat. The trooper, pushing his 5,000-pound cruiser at 100 miles per hour, wasn't so lucky. He clipped the wall, wrecked out, and the Challenger vanished into the night. On October 20th, 2022, Arkansas State Trooper Thomas Hubbard clocked a red Chevy Camaro with fictitious tags speeding down I-30. Just a week earlier, the same car had outrun troopers, and this time, Hubbard wasn't letting it slide. The driver showed incredible skill, slicing through heavy traffic with precision. The risky maneuvers left the trooper fighting to keep up, struggling to follow moves that bordered on impossible. He's trying to get around these big trucks. They're trying to hold him up. As traffic thickened, the Camaro danced through another wave of cars and opened a huge gap. Hubbard got trapped behind slower vehicles, and, in seconds, the red Chevy disappeared once again.
This one on the left shoulder. He's trying to get around these big trucks. They're trying to hold him up. This one on the left shoulder.
At first glance, this looked like a routine pursuit. A car built like a race machine was tearing down the highway, and troopers moved in to shut it down. That vehicle, well, as you can see, it's hard to keep track of because the driver continues to make some pretty wild turns. And at this point, do we have any idea how fast the suspect is going? He's coming up at 100. I'm looking at the clock now. It's 125 miles per hour. Something felt strange. No sirens, no panic, just steady driving at 125 miles per hour. More like a casual cruise than a high-speed chase. The suspect has turned into Fox Studios, and here he is coming to a stop.
With your live picture here, and it looks like the suspect is approaching Fox Studios and may try and stop there.
That's correct.
Is there anything you can tell us?
And when the officers finally stepped out, they didn't pull out handcuffs. They pulled out their phones.
It's about the suspect.
The suspect has turned into Fox Studios. And here he is coming to a stop.
What's going on here, guys? I'm just on my way to work. Yeah, we know. We just want a selfie. The surprise came when the driver was revealed. NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon.
What's going on here, guys? I'm just on my way to work.
Yeah, we know. We just want a selfie.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's do it.
The entire chase was staged from start to finish, filmed as a commercial for the Daytona 500, putting NASCAR's biggest race in the spotlight. March 28th, 2024, Little Rock, Arkansas. On March 28, 2024, Trooper Killian spotted a black Honda Civic riding too close with a paper tag. This wasn't your average Honda. The second he lit it up, the Civic roared to life, blasting past 113 miles per hour. Flying toward a red light at 100 miles per hour, the Civic didn't even hit the brakes, slipping between two cars and missing them by inches. One risky move saved the Honda that night. After cutting its headlights and slipping into the dark streets, the car vanished. Trooper Killian chased until Woodrow and Asher, but the Civic was gone, forcing the officer to call off the pursuit. On the night of April 15, 2023, several Arkansas State Police units were after an Infiniti G37 tearing down the highway. The driver was reckless and briefly outran the pack, but Trooper Billy Martin caught him on an interstate exit and the chase was back on. The Infiniti pushed past 150 miles per hour, slicing through heavy traffic. With semis clogging the lanes, the driver darted between them while the trooper stayed locked in. Then came a move the trooper didn't expect, a sudden U-turn into oncoming traffic. Martin made the call. Not worth dying tonight. The pursuit was over. And that's it for today's breakdown of some of the most skilled drivers who gave police everything they could handle. From professional-level maneuvers to cars that simply outmatch patrol vehicles, these chases show why some pursuits end with troopers calling it off. So, what do you think? Should police have different tactics for high-performance vehicles, or is letting them go sometimes the safer choice? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with anyone who loves real police action, and subscribe so you never miss the wildest pursuits we upload. Catch you in the next one.